So really, I'm a motivator. I have my own company, Looking Forward, Living Life. I'm a speaker, a writer, a blogger, and a life coach, really trying to empower others to make a difference and realize that even after unanticipated changes in their own lives, they can not only survive, but thrive. You know, someone once said that where you start out in life has nothing to do with where you ultimately end up. And if you had told me 20 years ago, farm girl from a small town, first one in her family to go to college, was told by her high school guidance counselor that she was not college material, someone who would go on to graduate from not only college but law school, work in government affairs, get breast cancer, write a book, go on to then speak and write and continue to share that message, I'd say, wow, you have the wrong girl. But 20 years later, and I'm continuing to look forward and live life and make every day count.
It's about celebrating the little everyday things too. It's what I call mammogram shoes, pap smear purses, and prostate screening golf clubs. You all are like, what? So I tell this story of a woman I met. Her name was Jane. And I was in Rochester, New York, giving a speech, and Jane came up to me after the speech, and she had great shoes and a great purse. And I do have a retail therapy problem, I admit, and I love shoes and I love purses. And so I said, oh my gosh, Jane, I love those shoes. Those are awesome. She said, well, these are my pap smear shoes. I said, what? Your pap smear shoes? At that point, I could either run or stay and find out exactly what she was talking about. She said, yeah, these are my pap smear shoes. This is my mammogram purse. I have a whole closet full of them. Intrigued, I said, okay, tell me a little bit more about this. And she said, well, it's simple. She was a breast cancer survivor. And she said, after my cancer, I decided that I was going to celebrate. Not just the big things, but the little things too. So anytime I have a doctor's appointment, even a dentist appointment, I go out and I buy myself a little something. And then, she said, what I would do, I would wrap it up, I would bring it home, and then I would have my whole family come and watch me open my gift to myself. Celebrating her, right? Celebrating not just the big things, but the little things. And that's what we all need to do. So I challenge all of you, right? To go out there and do that and really celebrate that life.
Kim actually spoke at our conference, and she did an excellent job. Very, very motivational, very inspiring. Basically empowered me to not worry so much about the little things in life, but to embrace the good things in life, to have an attitude of gratitude.
I really try to not have a canned speech, not rehearse, but really talk from the heart and try to leave audiences with lessons that they can take home with them. Things that I've learned through my cancer or through my divorce or through other hardships or challenges in life.
One of the great things about Kim, and I can say this because I know her personally and have worked with her, is that when you hear her speak and the messages she gives about living life and looking forward and appreciating the little things and finding balance and joy in life, that's how she really lives her life every day.
I think what I really share and how I connect with audiences is that my hardships and the lessons that I've learned can be applied to anyone facing a challenge.
And listening to Kim after she had gone through her life crisis, any one of us could be in that position, and if we don't focus within and find out how to be true to ourselves, if we go through something like that, we could go into depression and never come out of it, or you could excel, and Kim chose to excel.
Kim gave me permission at the first speaking engagement that she did. She gave me permission to not be perfect. And it was a breath of fresh air.
Resigning as general manager of the universe, learning to say no, which is really, really hard, learning to accept help, learning to give help, realizing that we all don't have to be super moms, super dads, super employee. It's okay to do as much as we can, but in the end, not lose it all by having all of that additional pressure when maybe we don't need it. Just resigning as general manager of the universe and taking our life back is a big step. How do you resign as general manager of the universe? Does anyone know what that means, right? It means letting go. It means learning to say no. You know, why is it in this world, and I've got a little prop here, why is it that we think we have to be Superman and Superwoman all the time? We put these unrealistic expectations on ourselves, right? Instead, you know, in pre-cancer and then I'd get back in the groove again, and then even pre-divorce, I was, you know, running the rat race. It was, oh, I have to be perfect. I have to be super mom and super aunt and super employee and super daughter and super wife, just plain super, right? No one can meet those expectations. Do the best that you can possibly do. That's what it's about. It's learning to let go of the rest. Repeat after me. I resign as general manager of the universe. I resign as general manager of the universe. One more time. I resign as general manager of the universe. Oh, don't you feel better already? I mean, look, all that weight just came off. All that weight just came off because you're learning to resign as general manager of the universe. So how are we going to do this?
And so she's not up there just talking the talk. She practices what she preaches. And that's what makes her such an important leader and such an inspiring speaker, because she's living that every day.